you want to go back.
I know.
I know.
I want to
Though the position is very bad there, but
Yeah.
yes, यहाँ पे हम बहुत सच में बताऊं,
दिमाग बोलता है मत जाओ,
हाँ।
दिमाग खराब है, लेकिन दिल बोलता है
दिल
चलो।
बोलता है जाओ। Correct है।
actually we are comfortable, we are happy,
हाँ,
We are safe.
and healthy. You are healthy. That is more important.
इसलिए पोजीशन देख के डिसाइड करेंगे। वैसे सितंबर 7th को हमारा फ्लाइट है।
हाँ,
लेट अस सी क्या होता है तब तक।
जब तक वैक्सीनेशन आ जाता होगा साहब।
September, no,
No.
March 2021.
Oh.
Hey, Arpita, I will not tell something here. Later on I will tell. खिल रहा है सब लोग।
उम्मीदों पे जीते हैं अपन।
That is there. We know how to make something out of nothing.
Correct.
Whatever. क्या है? इधर लाल रंग पहने, इधर पीला हरा पहने, क्या बात है सरोजिनी?
हाँ, मैं हर वक्त लाल पहनने बोलते बोल के मैं काला पहनी आज।
अच्छा लगा। काला है क्या? मैं डार्क ग्रीन हूँ।
सैटरडे है तो काला पहनी।
हाँ, शनिका बोल के बोलते हैं।
शनिका।
Frankly, Arpita, इधर आके 6 महीना the same clothes I am wearing. You know, they have become tatters now.
डोनेट कर दो इसने इंडिया को।
रोज
लाने की बात छोड़ो, अभी पहनने के लिए भी सोचना पड़ रहा है। आई थिंक ऑनलाइन ऑर्डर करूंगी अभी मेसी से। See, I bought all nice grand sarees and grand dresses because we were to go out quite a lot and hardly we were staying at home. हवाई जाने का था, इधर भी जाने, but now suddenly staying at home, वो जो कपड़े लाए थे वो तो बिल्कुल, मेरी बेटी बोलती मम्मा आई थिंक आई शुड डू समथिंग फॉर योर क्लोथ्स। उसके पापा की वो भी बोलती है कि थक गए हम लोग, वही लोग थक जाएंगे ना, हम पहन के थक।
हाँ, करेक्ट।
You know, जमाने के बाद
के पुराने हो जाते।
Fine here.
Hello, Padmini.
Morning, Andy. Good morning.
Good morning, beta. How are you?
So Padmini has to come, no? Road tractor है तो Padmini नहीं आए तो नहीं चलता।
नहीं होता।
Padmini?
क्या न्यू जनरेशन ही नहीं रहेगा।
I know. देखो अर्पिता रहना, पद्मिनी रहना, हम थोड़ा उस जमाने में गए, हम लोग थोड़ा 60s में गए, ये लोग थोड़ा अलग है।
Namaste sir, this is a good morning.
So Sarojini aunty, how are you?
I'm okay better now. Thank you.
Very good. Uncle ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
Uncle కూడా ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ ఉంది.
అమ్మా very good.
Ma'am, we'll be starting the session in 1 more minute.
वर्धमान बुर्खा तो उतारो।
హాయ్ అర్పిత.
హాయ్ అండి.
ఎలా ఉన్నారు?
Great.
Good. హాయ్ వినీలా.
बुर्खा उतारो।
Hi ma'am, good morning.
Very good morning dear.
How are you ma'am?
वर्धमान दिखाई नहीं दे रहे हो, बुर्खा उतारो।
बुर्खा पहने ही नहीं सर मैं तो।
दिखाई तो नहीं दे रहे हो।
मास्क पहन के ही आ जाओ, नो प्रॉब्लम।
हाँ ये लो आ गया।
अब दिखाई दे रहे हो।
ये क्या इसमें है? You are on the phone or what?
या फोन।
यार इस
Ma'am, we are starting. Can we?
Okay, just start.
Dr. Shivani Gupta, I request you to start the meet.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Very good
Taking our morning further and to begin the session, I, Rotractor Shivani Gupta, on the behalf of every Rotractor present here, heartily welcomes Rotarian Dr. Sarojini, MD DGO, Rotary Club of Secunderabad West. Now I request Rotractor Venila Sidhaneni to introduce the speaker of the today's session. Over to you, Venila.
Thank you, Dr. Shivani Gupta. Dr. Sarojini. She was born in the year 1946 in the month of July 20th. And she's working as a consultant obstetrician and gynecologist and infertility specialist for the last 42 years in Woodlands Hospital, Barkatpura, Hyderabad. She was a consultant to Apollo Hospital, Medwin Hospital, Hyderabad. She rendered free service at Ramakrishna Math, Hyderabad for 16 years. She visited various rural hospitals for more than 30 years as gynec surgeon and as infertility specialist in places like Medak, Chegunta, Narsapur, Tandur, through Ramakrishna Math and also through Rotary clubs. She is a member of various associations like Federation of Obstetrician and Gynecology Society of India, ISPOAI, life member of IMA, life member of IMA Specialist, life member of Red Cross Society of India. She's a medical examiner of LIC of India. She attended various national and international medical conferences. She is very keen in tourism and had traveled to many countries till now. Now, she had taken a Swachh Beti mission. She's teaching awareness of personal and menstrual hygiene, and she's a member of Rotary Club of Secunderabad West. I hand over this session to Dr. Sarojini.
Thank you, Vinita, for those good words. And good morning to everybody, all the Rotarians and the Rotractors. And today is really a precious day for me, because after becoming sick, today I am able to talk to you and I'll communicate with you whatever experiences I have, and I'm very happy. And this all happened because of Rotractor Vinila. She is a very intelligent president and she is doing good work. Thank you, Vinila. Continue to do it. And today we'll have a general talk on menstruation, because this is a subject where children are shy to talk, especially when they get first period, and they have to maintain the menstrual hygiene equally. So the importance of menstrual hygiene is very important to teach the children, our own children. Why it is important is globally at least 500 million women and girls lack proper access to menstrual hygiene facilities. In India, only 1 in 2 girls have the knowledge about the menstruation before their first period. Mothers are the most important source of information, and followed by the friends. So whatever they transmit, whatever they tell, the children will follow it. And the several factors are there to influence the difficulties of experiences with menstruation, like menstrual pain, fear of disclosure, inadequate knowledge about the menstrual cycle. Actually, the children are not clear about anything. They want to keep it as a secret to tell somebody or the mother. So we'll go for next slide. What is menstruation? Menstruation is a unique phenomena to females and girls at the age of 10 to 18 years, where they'll have first menstruation, which is called menarche. After menarche, the adolescent girls will experience physical and emotional changes due to the sex hormone release in the body. The end organs like breast development and widening of the thighs and female figure will start coming. The menstruation continues until they reach about 45 to 50 years. After that, they go into menopause. Menopause is the period where permanent cessation of periods. So between this menarche and menopause, a healthy lady should have menstrual cycle every month. That is, cycle means the first day of today, that is this month, the bleeding, and the first day of bleeding of next month. So in between, the interval may be between 28 to 35 days, depending on their personality. So these cycles, how they happen? What happens in a young girl when she matures? The hypothalamus, we'll go for next slide. The hypothalamus in the brain, now you can see the hypothalamus in the brain stimulates the pituitary gland, which is a endocrine gland, to secrete follicular stimulating hormone. You can see the small follicles in the ovary are growing under the influence of FSH. Once the ovulation occurs, usually the ovulation occurs on 14th day. Once the ovulation occurs, the LH takes place, and that is luteinizing hormone. These are very important hormones which work on the ovaries. Every lady has got 2 ovaries, but then look at the nature. You will have only 1 ovum every month. You will produce only 1 ovum. Once the ovulation occurs, the ovarian tissue produces estrogen and progesterone. In second line, you can see the growth of endometrium, that is the inner lining of the uterus. Slowly it increases in size and becomes like a soft bed. This is to receive the fertilized egg, where the egg get attached to the uterus, and following that it grows into a baby. But in absence of receiving the fertilized egg, the whole of the endometrium sheds off into the vagina. So we can go for the, we'll go for the next slide. So once the endometrium sheds in the form of menstrual blood. So menstrual blood contains blood and epithelial cells of the inner lining of the uterus. And this is through the cervix, and it comes out in the form of bleeding. This happens every 28 to 30 days. And the bleeding may be there for 2 to 5 days. Few people will have only 2 days. There is somebody we can have 5 to 6, 7 days. But after 5 days, it becomes lighter. This is a normal phenomena of endocrine system in a female. In a healthy lady, this every month this cycle happens. Anything which disturbs this endocrine cycle, endocrine metabolism, then they'll have the different problems in menstrual cycle. We'll go for next slide. You can see here what are all the disorders you can get during menstruation. One is oligoamenorrhea. Oligoamenorrhea means very short and light periods they'll have. And polymenorrhea is frequent. Poly means many. Frequent periods. How they are frequent? If you get a period less than 10 days, if your period is, you are bleeding in a month 2 to 3 times, then it is polymenorrhea. It is definitely a problem. Second is hypomenorrhea, is a small and very light bleeding. Dysmenorrhea. Dysmenorrhea is the thing where a lady will have pain during periods. There are 2 types of dysmenorrheas, primary and secondary. Primary, on the day of menarche, some children will have some sort of discomfort, and once they start bleeding, the pain goes. It consistently there for them, and with small doses of paracetamol or antispasmodic, they'll be okay. But the secondary dysmenorrhea is, previously the girl was not having any pain, but now she starts having pain during periods. This is because one of the causes is she is bleeding more. The uterus wants to squeeze out the blood which is collected inside the cavity, This causes spasm and the girl will have lot of pain. There are many reasons why they bleed more and why they get pain. So, but once they know there is severe pain, they have to be very careful in finding out the cause and the treatment. Then intermenstrual bleeding. Actually, your cycle is 28 days, but sometimes they get spotting in between. And what is amenorrhea? What is amenorrhea? If any girl doesn't get period for 2 to 3 months, a woman doesn't get period for 2 to 3 months, it is called amenorrhea. Amenorrhea can be physiological. That is, before menarche, you don't get period. After menopause also, you don't get period. And during 9 months pregnancy, you don't get a period. This is all physiological. It has to be taken as normal. But when you were getting period and you are not pregnant, then if you don't get period now for 2 to 3 months is a problem. It has to be found out. And what I see is the another very important problem with the children are PCOD. The PCOD is polycystic ovarian disease. When it is because of the PCOD, if they get some more complications added to it, it is called PCOS, that is syndrome. In this case, PCOD, actually the ovaries become polycystic. Polycystic ovarian disease is prevalent in 5 to 10% of the women of the age of 12 to 45 years. It is a complex disorder with reproductive, endocrine, and metabolic consequences. Women with PCOD are infertile because of the anovulation. There is hyperandrogenism, and the girl gets male like thick hair on the upper lip and the chin. And the ovary becomes enlarged, covered with a thick capsule which contains small cysts, they're called polycystic. They don't ovulate. And dysfunction of the ovary causes oligomenorrhea or amenorrhea. They don't get periods properly. And anovulation, you know that the ovary doesn't ovulate. And the ovary goes on and enlarging and becomes a polycystic ovary. The another important factor with PCOD is, apart from they become obese, I see so many children coming to a clinic with nearly 100 kgs. This is really alarming. This happens because there is insulin resistance to the tissues in the body. The insulin is there, but the tissue, they don't accept. The resistance becomes more, and when this leads to the type 2 diabetes in these ladies, in which they can be, if she conceives, there will be gestational diabetes. And after some time, it can be permanent diabetes. And they get hypertension. And the complications, if they still neglect, the complications of the hypertension as well as the diabetes are added to it, and whole thing becomes like a syndrome. It has to be treated properly on time. Please don't neglect them. If you don't get period, we feel happy. So let my exams finish, this and that. But it is very dangerous. And another common hormone which influences the menstruation is thyroid. There is a endocrine gland in the neck, and if the thyroxine secretion is reduced, it is called hypothyroidism. If the secretions are more, it is called hyperthyroidism. In both the things, it will influence the menstruation. In hypo, they get menorrhagia. Menorrhagia, you know, as I said, they bleed more. Another danger with menorrhagia is normally a lady should have periods with loss of 2 to 3 ounces in a month during that period. If she bleeds more, the body has no time to cope up with bleeding to produce proper iron in the body. So what happens is they slowly go into nutritional anemia and iron deficiency anemia, and the people will have the fall of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin percentage in a lady should be 13 to 15 milligrams percent. But if it comes less than 10, they are anemic. If it is less than 9, they are very suffering with severe anemia. And anemia causes more bleeding, and bleeding causes anemia. This vicious circle leads to problems. So it has to be broken by treating the periods. The lady should see that she get the period normally and bleed normally. So this is more important in menorrhagias. One has to be very, very careful. And the another very important factor about the bleeding part of it is whenever she has pain, dysmenorrhea, and whenever she bleeds more, whenever she is having amenorrhea, the doctor should be consulted properly and take a treatment properly. Coming to the menstrual hygiene, why it is important related to the menstruation is very, very important. And usually how do we capture the bleeding? By placing a cloth or a pad or a tissue on your underwear. And never insert any material into the vagina like tampons or menstrual cups. Why? Because you are introducing the outside infection into the internal genital organs. This is a very serious problem. Later on, they become infertile and they'll have chronic pain abdomen. And still more, if you neglect, the cervix gets infected. Chronic cervicitis, it is called. The chronic cervicitis is the cause for cancer cervix. Cancer cervix is how do you get? Because of the infection of HPV virus, that is human papilloma virus. It's such a dangerous thing. By the time you realize you are suffering with cancer, because cancer is not seen in ladies outside. When it becomes stage 2 only, they come to know. Prior to that, they'll be having small pain, not even pain, they'll be having white discharge. It may be purulent, smelling. So don't neglect yourself. Such a dangerous disease can be controlled by taking a vaccination. We are really lucky to have a vaccination against cancer. This is prevailable in India also. It is given in 3 doses, first month, second month, and after 6 months. Here very important, why I am telling you about the cancer cervix is the cancer cervix vaccination is given at the age of 12 to 18 years. This you come unto these ages, young people should know to take the vaccination. 18 years is given because in India children get married by 18. But my view is if you take before your marriage, then you are successful in taking the vaccination. After marriage, usually we don't advise because by that time you already got the infection. So children, Menstrual hygiene is very, very important factor. Keep yourself clean by washing with soap and water. Wash your hands properly after every change. While washing, it is important that you do not wipe back to front after defecation and after urination. You know, in female, urethral opening is anterior, then the vaginal opening comes, then posteriorly anal opening. The proximity of three openings is the cause for E. coli infection. We see very common in children. E. coli infection is common in the urine. So cystitis, later on the kidneys will get infected. These are all asymptomatic. Nobody knows that we are suffering with infection until unless you get a urine examination done. Chronic urinary tract infection is the cause for renal failure in the later ages. Please do not neglect your urinary tract infection. Second dangerous thing is through the vagina, through the cervix, the infection ascends into the cavity of the uterus till it extends till the fallopian tubes and the ovaries. TIVO masses. Now you see so many infertility clinics nowadays. When we were children, there was an infertility clinic. People used to have better habits, that's what I think. So now the TIVO masses are the cause for infertility. The lady will never conceive in her life. So they go for test tube babies and so many alternatives. So do not neglect menstrual hygiene. Whenever you go home, change your underwears, have nice wash, and night it should be dry. You change everything and keep clean, keep yourself clean. The another thing I want to insist is in the colleges and the schools, I've been there and the principal goes on complaining that in the bathrooms, the used diapers are thrown. It's a very, very sad thing. Please do not do that because the wet diaper with the blood is the source of infection for the HIV, hepatitis A and hepatitis B virus, which is very dangerous. When you get infected with hepatitis, both the liver goes into failure with jaundice, chronic cirrhosis. So it's a dangerous thing. So used diapers should be wrapped properly in a paper bag. Put it in the dustbin which has the cover properly. Because the flies they attract the flies, they sit there and they sit on our food. So very, very dangerous. The pads should be changed from 2 to whatever company pads you use. You invariably 2 to 4 hours. You can change it. Or before that, if it becomes wet, please change it frequently. And take care of yourself. If you wear a wet pad for a long time, the infection comes on your body only. So don't keep any wet pads. And another important thing is please see that you eat good food. In the house, the preference is given to the boys. So you have to see that the food is balanced properly with green vegetables and dal. If you are vegetarian, take a cup of dal daily, a cup of curds, and drink more milk. You are an young person, you don't go for this dieting. Dieting process is not good. Chronic dietary deficiencies are common now. Important deficiency of vitamin D, because always you are in the classroom or in the house in the dark, you are not exposed to the sunlight. See that at least 15 to 20 minutes of a day should be spent in sunlight, which gives you natural vitamin D. Though we take vitamin D capsules, will not replace such a good vitamin D. So please take plenty of fresh vegetables, sit in the sun, do good exercise, then definitely your periods will be normal. Don't put on weight, don't eat burgers or whatever fatty things to load the system. Once your normal body weight up to 50 is allowed, if you adding the body weight, your periods going to be irregular because the amount of estrogen produced will not be sufficient to give your periods. So take care of yourself. Another thing is, once in a while, 6 months at least, for 6 months, every 6 months, go for your urine examination, general examination with culture, and hemoglobin is general blood picture of your blood group. Blood picture is important to know your hemoglobin percentage, as well as nowadays you see so many congenital hemoglobinopathies where they have menorrhagia. They have to be treated properly. And be happy always and take good food. And the scanning, once in a while you can go for a scan. People may say, you are unmarried, why do you need a scan? But slightest irregularities of period, please go for a abdominal and pelvic scan, where you will know the thickness of the endometrium, as well as the size of the ovary and the shape, everything will be known. So please take care of yourself. Thank you, Vinita, for giving me this chance, as well as our whole group. I am happy you are interested with the subject which I have taught. Thank you very much. You can ask any question. I am ready to answer.
Thank you, ma'am. We are raised the questions now.
Okay.
Guys, if anyone have any doubts, you can please ask the questions.
So, Dr. Sarojini, generally, my daughter gets lot of periods with, first day and all, she cannot go to college. But the rest of the days are, so what to do?
Now, what you need to observe, better, you write down on the calendar when she get the first day of period. And again, and does she get equally 28 to 30 days is important. And if she is bleeding first day heavily, but the periods are stopping after 5th day, I think if you supplement with good food and iron will do it. Go for a scan. The scan is normal. Then I think we can wait and see. With good exercise, exposure to the sunlight. Just now I was talking. If general health is good, the periods are also good. And you can consult any doctor about her general health. Is it okay?
Okay, so there is one more question. Why does lot of white discharge appears before periods?
Before periods is biological because of the congestion of the internal genital organs like uterus, cervix, vagina. Everything gets influenced by the hormones. So they have secretion, but this should stop. Once she get the period, it will be mixed and later on she should be dry. Physiological mean, it is physiological. You need not worry about it.
Okay, thank you. Rutuja has one question.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am. Rutuja here.
Good morning.
Ma'am, I have one question that which is the safest, like what is menstrual cup, tampons, which is the safest use of that?
Beta, always disposable pads are safe
Ma'am,
for
but
you.
they are, nowadays I have that allergy and rashes problem for the pads. So
Uh-huh.
is it safe to use 24 hours pad,
No, no.
like jelly pads?
You are not feeling any allergy with that?
No.
Okay. Preferably, good absorbing cotton pads are good. But if you are using any other material, you have to be very careful, beta, because it is learnt that the chemical substance in the pad also releases some fumes like thing, I believe, because when it mixes with the body temperature or with the blood. So that has to be proved. Nobody will go do it, but better avoid them. Better when, at least when you are at home, please use cotton made pads so that you can frequently discard them. But you are on your job, as you said, probably you can use them.
Ma'am, is menstrual cups are safe?
No, beta. Now don't, because in ladies in India, we give lot of importance to virginity. What is virginity? The length of the vagina is 6 inches. At the opening, you have got a small thin membrane. This is called hymen. And we give a lot of importance for the virginity. Until we get married, the hymen will be there. If you start using the tampons and the cups, the virginity has gone. And other than that, you are introducing infection into the vagina. Otherwise, vagina is not so like mouth, it has some sort of infection. But if you added to it from outside, is not good. I personally, because last 43 years I'm a gynecologist, I tell my patients don't insert anything into the vagina.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks to meet you.
Okay, thank you.
So Shweta has a question. She says, I have periods, second day I'll bleed, but for rest of the days I'll get only drops. So is it okay?
And the drop should stop by fifth, sixth day.
So it's okay to get only few drops rest of the days.
Then it is okay, because this usually happens when depending on your age, immediately after menarche, they may have like this, because that time the endocrine cycle is not properly adjusted. So this is okay if she is not bleeding heavily.
Okay, thank you. So there's one more question from Shreya. She says, if period is skipped about 1 month, will it cause any problem? Should I consult a guy?
No, immediately you need not consult. Wait for 2 months at least, 2 to 3 months. By 3 months, if you don't get a period, then you need to go to the doctor.
Okay, so the same question with Sai also. She says, I didn't get my periods from 2 months. What can I do?
That's what I'm telling you. After 1 month, at least you go to the doctor. Your periods have to be regularized, beta. You should not think happy not having a period. But after 2 to 3 months, you need to go to the doctor.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
Ma'am, actually, we have like many sanitary pads coming into the existence. So, like,
I know.
what is the perfect sanitary pads that we need to use?
These materials, what they are using, I actually don't know better chemically, but preferably it has to be good material to absorb your bleeding, and blood should be absorbed properly. And end of the day, all the sanitary pads should be burned out. That is the system. So if anybody is using some chemicals, we don't know after burning what type of smoke comes out with that. So better don't go for so many chemicals. I mean to say, go for natural things.
Ma'am, how many times we need to like change our sanitary napkins in a day?
If it is not, you are not bleeding very heavily, then after 4 hours to 6 hours, you change the diapers. If you are bleeding more, then you need to change more frequently.
So do you suggest, every girl from the age of periods to take iron tablets regularly?
Yeah, I prefer, because they need to have vitamin D and multivitamin, B complex. See, these are all the things are very, very important, because before they get married and become pregnant. If you build up good health, then the healthy lady becoming pregnant, she will produce a very good healthy boy, healthy baby. If you neglect now, I see so many anemic children, Don't do that. You need to keep your health very, very important. And it is good if they take multivitamin and with a iron tablet and supplement with some proteins.
Every day?
Every day.
Uh,
That keeps the chemical, that is the endocrine system of your body regulating properly. They need it.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, we have another question from Shivani.
Okay.
During periods, I'm getting back pain. Any solution for that?
Back pain is because of your posture. Because during periods, invariably the girls, the ligaments between the pelvic bone and the spine become soft. This is because of the influence of the progesterone hormone. When they become soft, in between the joints, the mobility is more. And in that case, if you sit in front of the computer or somewhere using your cell, if you bend lot of bending, or you are not at all taking care of your spine, you are going to end up with back pain. That is the starting point of your back. So, and another thing, take calcium tablets. Start taking now calcium with D3, as well as expose yourself well and do morning exercises. But you need to do yogasanas and pranayam to keep your body healthy.
Okay, thank you. Vaishnavi has raised her hand. Do you want to ask anything, Vaishnavi? Okay, so in the meantime, I'll give one more question. During periods, my stomach pains a lot. Can you suggest any medicine?
Medicines you can, there is a tablet like Buscopan P. This is antispasmodic with paracetamol. It is safe drug. If you are used to have pains, then keep some 4 tablets in your bag. Suppose the pain is there when you are at the college, please take it after food. Did you follow it? Buscopan P. Now Beralgan is not available.
Okay.
Could you get better Buscopan P?
I will write it on this thing. Okay. Why does weight increase if period skips?
Actually saying, we understand in an opposite way. When your weight increases, the periods will skip. Why weight increases? The cause is And there is no exercise. Whatever one pulka you are eating, more for you. So do lot of exercises, eat good food, maximum protein food is good. Then the periods automatically become normal. Because the sufficient hormones are produced is limited and your body is weight increasing, they are not sufficient to produce your periods. The another cause for obesity is pre-diabetic patients. Pre-diabetic means after 10 years you are going to get diabetes, you will put on weight now. So be careful about it. Now there is no diabetes, but it has already given a green agenda. The another cause for weight is hypothyroidism. In hypothyroidism, mostly apart from the fat, they are bloated up, like, with loss of hair, loss of your eyebrows, and thickening of the skin, thickening of the face skin. But when I forgot to tell you, in the investigations, it is better you get thyroid profile done every 6 months. If anything borderline, you get it every 3 months. Once it is more than 2.5 to 5 thyroxine, that is TSH levels, then you need to be very, very careful. If you are diagnosed as hypothyroid, please take thyroxine tablets prescribed by the doctor for lifetime. Don't think that I am okay, now I can stop. No. Lifetime it has to be taken. And every 3 to 6 months, get TSH done. The test will tell you whether you are taking proper amount of dosage of the drug. Very, very important. In between, you get married, you will become pregnant. During pregnancy, the thyroxine requirement increases. The dosage has to be increased. Suppose you were taking 75 milligrams daily, it has to be taken fasting before breakfast. The dosage will become 100. This is the thyroxine is very important for the baby growth and mental growth. Otherwise, mentally retarded children are born if the thyroid is not diagnosed properly. So don't put on weight at any cost. There are so many advertisements to do that, do this. Then nothing will help you except your own decision not to put on weight. You have to make yourself that I will become Aishwarya Rai. She is also human being better. They do lot of exercise, lot of dieting. Proper diet is important. Dieting means not stopping. You need to eat good food, good exercise, exposure to the fresh air and sunlight.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Now, what is the best remedy for PCOD? What procedure we should follow?
Once the PCOD is diagnosed, how by chemical laboratory investigations are done, where we do exclude other like hypothyroid, thyroid and all. Only PCOD is because where there will be free testosterone circulating hormone increases in the body. That is the cause for your hirsutism also. And insulin resistance is taken. So insulin, free serum insulin increases and you don't get periods properly, scanty periods. So you are diagnosed as PCOD. Now, once the doctor diagnoses, she will tell you about the diet and exercise. Every month, your blood weight is checked up, body weight is checked up, BMR has to be checked. Now, chemically, the drugs wise, what we do is we give the tablets to increase the sensitivity of your tissues. That is one drug. And second is to make your periods normally. The oral contraceptives like tablets, they are not oral contraceptives, but they are also hormones which contain estrogen as well as progesterone to regulate your periods. This the treatment is given for at least minimum of 6 months. So don't take one if you don't get period. Some registrant tablets you take, you get a period, then you forget about it. That is wrong. You need to be serious, and the tablets are given by replacement of the hormones for 6 months. And after that, you become normal, better. So PCOD can be treated properly. There is no problem.
Okay, can we take Meftal spas for pain?
Yes, Meftal spas is antispasmodic. You can take. If you are also bleeding, then you can add PAS, that is tamoxifenic acid, to reduce your bleeding. Then the pain also reduces. You can take.
Ma'am, my age is 30. From past 3 to 4 months onwards, I'm forgetting very small things. Can you suggest me why? Is this a gynec problem?
No, gynec means you are getting periods normally. That is important.
Yes, madam.
The gynecologist comes into picture if your periods are not normal. So remaining, you take plenty of vitamins to increase your memory. B complex, multivitamins, zinc. See, nowadays they are saying zinc is very important, selenium. So all these things we get from the food. So what proper food is should be taken. Don't take repeatedly same food daily. It has to be changed so that we can replace with minerals as well as the protein, vitamins. Then your memory comes back, no problem. There are exercises how to increase memory. You are very young. I'm definite that you will become normal.
Okay, one more question. When we use pads, there will be a rash near the thighs. So what to do?
When you get a rash, you can use dry powder to keep the area dry. And during night, please don't use the thick pads and tight pads. It should have a aeration properly, and put it some powder to keep the area dry. And it has to be, the perineum has to be shaved properly so that it won't become wet for a long time.
How frequently we should shave? Or can we use hair removing creams?
If you are not allergic, use hair removal creams. Other than the best method is now we get disposable blades, which are very, very safe. Within a minute, you can shave yourself. So there's blades are very safe, disposable. Use it and throw them. And frequently, like one every month, you can do it before your periods.
Okay, one more question. I have underwent total abdominal hysterectomy with bipolar oophorectomy last year.
Okay.
Because I had ovarian cancer with many fibroids.
Okay.
I'm experiencing one hard lump at the surgery area. Is this another tumor or hernia? Any medication for that, or can I do yogasanas or gym?
So the operation site means it is abdominal scar. She is talking about it. I think so. If it is at the abdominal scar, it will not be cancer. And as you said, if the mass or the tumor-like thing disappears in lying position, that it is hernia. When you stand up, it comes forwards. So hernia is very easy to treat, and by doing an operation, we'll put a mesh laparoscopically, and it can be treated. Because the complications of hernias are dangerous. Sometimes it gets obstructed, the intestine gets obstructed, and it will become a serious problem.
Okay, so now
You get a scan, beta, abdominal scan. Then we will know anything in the abdomen. Invariably, you are saying cancer, but invariably you had some chemotherapy also follow. So there should not be problem.
okay, so but I can do regular yoga and exercise.
Yogasanas. If it is diagnosed as hernia, you should not bend forwards, because that pushes the hole, the rent in the abdominal layers. You get repaired first, then do yogasana, and you can safely do walking. No problem.
So
But
you suggested, okay, you suggested we can do, laparoscopic hernia surgery with a mesh. How many
Yes.
days do you want me to wait for the surgery?
You need not wait. You can immediately go for it. Any laparoscopic surgeon will do it. No problem.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Now, one more question. During periods, we get pain in the breast. Is it okay?
This is the end organ. The breasts are in the influence of the estrogen and progestrogens. Before periods, they become tender. You feel something tingling and the sensation in the breast, and some people get enlarged, left right enlargement also. These are all common, beta. It subsides after the periods.
Okay, one more question. My friend gets period every 20 days. So what is the actual solution?
Anybody getting a period less than 20 has to be investigated properly and treated. Don't neglect.
Okay. Thank you so much for your patience answering. We are pouring in lots of questions, but this is very important that you are answering our questions. Thank you. So, but now since there is pandemic situation, going to hospital is so scary. Do you suggest I should, get hernia surgery now, because that requires hospital visit and admission?
I am going to hospital daily. My patients are coming. It should not be a problem. There are hospitals where corona, they are not treating corona or getting admitted. It can be done better, no problem. Or you can wait 1 or 2 months and nothing happens, but it's not a problem to get operated. In a normal patient, we are operating, no problem.
Thank you. So if we have bleeding even on 10th day of periods, is it normal? It's from past 3 months.
It is not normal.
Okay, thank you. So sweet. Thank you so much. All the audience are thanking you. I know you cannot read the chat, but everybody is thanking you for your answers and for your patience. It is amazing to hear your answers for all our queries. Thank you so much.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Sarojini ma'am. It was great hearing from you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Now I hand over the session to Rotaractor Likith Gaddam for the vote of thanks.
Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Rotaractor Likith from Rotary Club of KG Reddy College of Engineering and Technology. It's really a great privilege to say vote of thanks on today's session. I thank Rotarian Dr. Sarojini Garu, along with Rotarian Dr. Arpita Garu, project on 3 is the every month event. It is organized every month. I really thank Rotarian Sarojini Garu for giving such much information. We learned a lot. I really thank all the Rotarians and Rotractors and also Lions Club members for making this session successful. Thank you everyone.
Thank you.
Ma'am, there is one question that they want the phone numbers. Can we give your contact?
Please give my phone number. I practice at Woodlands Hospital.
Yeah.
From afternoon at 11:30 to 2 I am at the hospital. Before coming, please let them ring me up. I am daily going to the hospital and attending the patients. So I am also survival of COVID. Last month I was very sick. So I think I can do my practice now.
Thank you, ma'am. Arpita, ma'am?
Thank you, Vanilla.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Thanks for the audience for patience listening. And it is a great opportunity to see my mom speak to everybody. And her number is displaying on the chat. You can take the number. Otherwise, also Vanilla will share the number to everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Bye.
And
Bye. See you all.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, Nainaji.
Ma'am.
Bye.
Nainaji, bye.
Bye. Bye. Padmini and
Padmini.
Arpita and
Bye, auntie.
Bye, beta.
yeah, it's
Bye,
now
auntie.
like
Bye, Vanilla.
Bye, ma'am.
11:30 for
Bye,
me.
doctor.
It
Bye,
is
beta.
11:30 for me in the night.
Ayo. Thank you for staying for such a long time.
Okay. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm ending the session. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.